The following is a tutorial on FLIR's ResearchIR Max software and how to trigger the start of recording. There are three different ways to trigger the start of recording. One is through a switch closure through the USB port. Another is based on a trigger to my camera that is seen by the ResearchIR software. And the third is based on a measurement function where I create an alarm. Or in other words, based on scene temperature when it falls below a certain threshold or rises above a certain threshold. Let's take a look at the USB switch closure first. To set that up, I just go under Edit Preferences and click on Enable Serial Remote Start. Now what this does is when I connect pins 7 and 8 on my serial port with a simple switch closure, it starts recording. Now in the case of my computer today, I don't have a serial port built into my computer. However, I can go and buy a USB to serial port converter very inexpensively online and still take advantage of this function. Since I don't have it here today, I'm going to leave it unchecked and click OK. The second ways to record or start recording based on a trigger are under the Edit Record settings. So I click on my Edit Record settings and take a look at those. Now, the second way I mentioned was that if a trigger is received by my camera itself, it can toggle a bit or set a flag in the header of the image data streaming to the computer. The computer then looks for that header bit or flag and starts recording based on that. To enable that, I simply click on the Use Header field to start recording and then select Trigger from the drop-down box. Today I don't have that set up for this specific camera, but what I do have set up is the third way to do triggering within ResearchIR, and that's with the use of a measurement function. Now, I've already created a measurement function that becomes true if the maximum temperature within my region of interest box goes above a certain threshold. In this case, I specify 26.5 degrees Celsius. So I check the Use Measurement function to start recording, and then I select Alarm, which is what I named my measurement function. If there were multiple measurement functions shown here, I'd have multiple options to choose from. Everything else is set up just how you normally expect for recording, so I'm going to click OK. And as it turns out, my box already had heat that went above the threshold, and we started recording immediately. After it finishes, I'm going to move the box to something much colder to ensure that we don't trigger again. And you'll see down here my measurement function, which I named Alarm, says false. To show you the triggering one more time, I'm going to drag the box over to the hot LED and it'll trigger another 10-second recording. Here it goes. And there, it started recording again. This is the third way to trigger recording in ResearchIR. For more information on ResearchIR, please refer to the ResearchIR tutorial online. Thank you.